What's up, everybody? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Justin Davis.
Yep.
We are playing the Elder Scrolls Online, and I sound like I just introduced a sporting event.
Yeah, you were a little bit like the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy.
Yeah, what's that guy's name?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I usually know that guy's name. Bruce Buffer.
Is that you're making that up?
No, it's something Buffer. Michael Buffer.
So
he's got a brother that also does boxing ring announcing.
Really?
So, yeah.
What a funny like.
How weird is that?
Yeah, that's super weird.
I'm so proud of my two boys.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Wow.
Sorry, I just thought that was super
great.
Cool
We found a waterfall chest.
Dude, that's the best. That's what I love. I wrote an article on IGN about this one time about how in real life, if like you go to like the bottom of a lake, like there's nothing down there. It's just mud.
There's a crawfish.
Yeah, there's crawfish and mud and catfish. But like at the bottom of a video game lake is like treasure, like a secret cave, or like a dungeon.
I remember that article. You should re-promote that article.
Thanks. And there's always something like behind a waterfall, like a secret cave or like a bandit hideout. But in real life, there's nothing behind waterfalls.
Yeah, there's nothing to. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, there's no reason to explore stuff anymore outside of like going to places that already have like a ton of Yelp reviews.
Yeah. Like we've done it. It's outer space and the bottom of the ocean. That's all that's
it. That's the two places. And like the bottom of the ocean, we're like, oh God, that's a lot to do with. And outer space is like, well, that's really expensive.
Yeah, and also like you make the slightest error and everyone will die.
Yeah, everyone's dead. But back in the olden days, you could be like, I wonder what's beyond that lake. Oh, something literally no one has ever seen or documented before.
That's actually the primary reason. That's the thing that I like most in video games, and the main reason I play video games. What I like more than anything else is just exploring.
Yeah.
Exploring a game world, and that's why I'm such a big MMO gamer. Like, I actually play MMOs single player. I've almost never grouped up with anybody in Elder Scrolls Online. I'm playing it single player, and like, a lot of people have these complaints about the game's mechanics and stuff like that. But they don't bother me because I'm mainly just playing it to explore the world.
Is that why you were mentioning in an earlier video, which you can see every day here on IGN?
Pirates?
Is that you love pirates, but that it sort of breaks it for you when you're exploring something and all of a sudden like 5 dudes show up.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Everybody wants to be the hero of their own story. So it's like that's really what that's more about. Like it just breaks the immersion to be like, oh, thanks, you're saving the day by killing this guy. But then there's like there's a dude named Spider-Man. That's his character's name, and he's got red face paint on his face, and his name's Spider-Man, and he's just going blah, 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 when like I'm in the middle of this like epic quest.
Yep.
And so that's you know,
like, my immersion's breaking. Get out.
Like I would actually like a game that was like an MMO, like as big as an MMO, but was only single player.
Has anything like that ever happened besides Zelda?
I mean, I don't know. Kingdoms of Amalur was a little bit like that.
Yeah.
But that's also, in a couple Let's Plays ago, we were talking about why I like pirates so much. And it's because my favorite thing to do is explore a game, or it's explore the game world, that like, you know, games that are all about pirates and piracy and sort of exploring the high seas are my favorite. Yeah, look what I learned how to do. Sorry, this is totally off topic.
No, it's on topic.
So you have these emotes. Like I can make my character do push-ups.
What?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And, I can't type with this crappy keyboard. I can make her do sit-ups.
I wish I could just type push-ups and make my character do push-ups without any of the work of push-ups.
And I can do,
Can you eat?
Here, let's crank the music up for this.
Man.
Isn't that cool?
This is great. A little post-push-up relaxation tune.
Oh, but my favorite one. Do you remember when we saw Razumdar, the Catman, leaning against the wall, all cool?
We could do that?
Look at how it works anytime. So I can just do this.
What? That was awesome. She totally interrupted your lean, by the way. That's amazing. I love that.
It's like, I don't know if it's like a bug. Like, I don't know.
This is something a cat could pull off.
But it's just awesome. Like, it's so funny. It's so funny to me.
With the wall not there, it's totally like a talk to the hand pose. Like, you're like, I don't care.
And you can also lean straight back. But I think lean side is better.
Oh, my God. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I wonder if we could do that in a horse someday. I really like horses.
Yeah, we're never going to get a horse in this game. Sorry. They cost like 17,000 gold, and we've been playing for hours, and we have 2,500. They're so expensive. They're actually way too expensive. It's kind of a problem.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, I'm saying there's a chance. If we make it to episode 100, Brian.
No, what if we find like a magical river chest that it just has so much money in it?
I like it.
You know, or we just we loot, or maybe like put a bucket down in a well and pull up some cash.
We could be a beggar. We could go to like the main capital city. We could go to the main capital city and then become a beggar and see if people would just give us money for a horse.
I kind of like the thing. One of the things I really like about video games is how kind of stupid they are.
Yeah.
And I like how a lot of times in this game there's somebody that we're supposed to talk to, but they're facing the other way, and we just come up from behind them. And we're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like, "Oh," and they do this awkward turnaround. We're like, "Oh, hello, Scratchy Cat. Well, I've got an adventure for you."
Yeah.
And you run around on the other side, and they have to turn around again. And they're like, "Oh, please stop doing that."
What we're doing right now, by the way, is this is several videos ago. There was plague people in this town, plague peasants.
Plague people?
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't remember. So
no, I do.
We were killing people that had the plague. All these people that had the plague, and then we had to get this medicine to like help people. It was this whole sort of involved quest line. And
you say plague like plague.
What do you plague?
The plague.
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 Is this the same as the bagel thing that you guys are always giving me a
It's
hard time
the
about?
same thing. It's like I say bagels, you say bagels. I say plague, you say plague.
When you say bagels.
I don't say bagels, I say
no,
bagels.
When you say those two words, in my ear, you're saying the same word. Give me the two words. Okay.
Bagels.
That's the same.
No.
You just made the same word.
No, because if I was to spell them out, it would be Baygels. That's bagels.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Or bagels, like seagulls, like bagels.
So I still don't even know which
one. You say bagels. Yours is spelled like Beggels.
Bagels. Bagels.
Like
bagels. I don't even know which is right.
Bagels is right.
Bagels.
Yeah. So like the plague. He died from the plague.
Plague.
The plague.
The plague.
Yeah. Now you're doing it.
Ugh.
Before you said the plague.
I swear I'm saying the same word every single time.
So what were those kind of people before?
Plague.
Plague people?
Now you have me like thinking about it. I'm all up in my own head.
I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong. There's no right way to say it.
I mean, there is. That's not true. There is a right way to say it.
There's a totally wrong way to say it. It's the way you say it.
Yeah.
You're saying it wrong.
Fair enough.
You said plague of people.
Okay.
What about peggle? See, that's how you say bagel.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you say bagel like it rhymes with the game Peggle. Like Bagel 2 from the makers of Bagel 1.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Fair enough. So what's up with these plague people? Plague.
Oh, so we discovered these plague people. Plague people.
Yep, no.
And now we're sort of discovering the origin of the plague, and we just had to put on a disguise. We're disguising ourselves as these mercenaries so that we can...
This is a great outfit, by the way.
Go on in.
I like your hat.
Is this where we're going in? I'm assuming this is where we're going in. Hello, I'm one of you. Don't worry about Oh, poor Scratchy Cat. This reminds me of my cat when I tried to put a sweater on her.
Does it work?
No, she was so mad.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some animals are like, I don't care. Do whatever you want.
No, that's not my cat. My cat's the opposite of that. That's how Scratchy Cat is as well. Except for instead of just clawing someone's like hand, she will just kill you.
Really?
Murder you. No, I'm talking about Scratchy Cat.
Oh, Scratchy
Cat.
My cat. I was like, man, is your cat really a murderer?
No, Scratchy Cat is though.
How old is your cat?
8.
Wow.
Yeah, she's probably gonna hate the baby.
Oh yeah, have you thought about that?
Yeah.
Do babies and cats get along?
This is a really long loading time. Do babies and cats get along? Yeah, sometimes cats smother babies. It can actually be kind of serious.
Oh, so they don't get along.
Well, like they'll snuggle too closely together, and then babies, when they're newborn, don't have the strength. They don't know to like move their own head.
Yeah.
And then they can just die. It can kill kids.
Jeez, man, that's horrific.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it happens like one out of every, I don't know, like 10,000. Like it's not like it's a frequent thing, but like
Did your cat sleep on the roof?
Dude, I don't know. Did the game freeze? I don't know what's going on. I've actually never seen something load this long before.
Maybe the fair catacombs are just that big.
Up there.
There we go.
Wow, that was really long. I've actually never seen a loading time that long before. I don't even think we're remotely in the right place right now, but
really?
We found a cool cave, so let's explore.
Yeah, and you got an outfit out of it.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to come in. I thought I was supposed to put this outfit on and come explore the cave, but
So what are you gonna do with your cat? Are you gonna make it sleep out like in the other room?
No, we're just gonna keep an eye on things and hope it's okay. Where am I? What happened? Hindle and Armor dragged you down here. They just ran off. The quarantine, but everyone's sick down here. Oh man, this is so dramatic.
This guy, he definitely has the plague.
Did we totally just... Like, I understand that this game doesn't have the same sense of exploration that Skyrim does, because you can't just wander off north, south, east, west, like wander off wherever you want and fight, because you have to like stay within your level range. But I still feel like I'm like stumbling on things and like discovering things all the time.
Like where we're somewhere we shouldn't be yet?
I mean, we're actually level 8, and all these enemies are level 7. So like we're in the right spot. But I just didn't know. It's just fun. Like I feel like we're on an adventure. You know? Like it's totally giving me that feeling.
This looks like something from Tomb Raider.
That lovin' feeling.
This area here.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh, man, she took a pretty big fireball to the head.
Oh, I think these might be vampires.
Really?
Well, they said blood thrall, and like that's kind of like a vampire.
I think so, yeah.
Do you know that you can become a vampire in this game? If
What
you
about
get
in
bit by
real
one?
life?
What?
What about in real life?
In real life?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to answer that. No, I don't think you can become a vampire in real life, Brian. I don't know.
If you just always stayed inside during the day.
Oh.
You think there are people like that that just sleep in coffins all day and then drink man's blood?
Oh, God. Oh, man.
What was that?
I totally just aggroed, like, the boss. And
that was a
Whoa,
little telekinesis.
Thanks
What
for
the
your
hell?
help, bro. Man, that mage bro totally just helped us out.
Yeah, thank God.
Wow, they're really strong. I don't know. I have such mixed feelings. You've heard me go back and forth on it in these Let's Plays. I have mixed feelings about delving into these dungeons with other players.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I feel like it ruins the immersion, but sometimes I like that, like, you form these, like, camaraderies with people, and, like, it lasts, like, a minute, and then it's over. But, like, it's fun while it... Like, we don't need to say anything to each other. You know, it's just like, hey, I have your back for as long as we're in.
Right. But you can talk to each other, right?
Yeah, like we could totally be like, hey, you know, and like chat. But I'm just saying, like, we have this unspoken agreement where like we're on this mission together, and so it's
because like real married people have met in games like this, doing raids like this.
Yeah.
And like one of them was just like, hey.
Yeah. Are you a dude in real life or a lady?
Yeah. So I wonder if, like, that's got to be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, like, look, I really enjoy being with you a lot. Are you actually a woman?
Yeah. Or, like, you know, how do we take this conversation outside of Tanzariel's tomb?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they get married, and then, like, their family meets and stuff like that, and they're like, how did you guys meet? And you're like, oh, we were fighting this level 37 wyvern. Yeah. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I also don't know that there's, like, that much of a... like stigma against it anymore.
Anymore?
I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Like if someone told you...
No, I don't think there's a stigma at all. I just think that it's like, it's sort of, it's fascinating that it's a way people are meeting tangibly in real life that didn't exist, like, even 15 years ago.
Right,
you know?
like, can you imagine, like, so that means that there are people in the world, there's 10-year-olds that are, you know, in whatever grade they're in, 3rd or 4th grade, that exist because of World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That
like, I made a message board, and 2 people met on that message board and got married.
Really?
And it messes with my head. Like, I have a kid of my own now, so I don't feel that way so much anymore.
Yeah.
But before I had my own kid, where I'm like, there's a child that, like, you can draw a direct line between an action that I took and this kid existing in the world now because these 2 people met on a message board I made.
I've actually... From my podcast, The Comedy Button.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Fans have started talking through that, and they met each other.
Yeah.
And, like, now they're dating.
Yeah, that's the exact same deal. That's
it's so
totally
cool.
the same
like,
deal.
It's also, like, you know, I'm sure I made 2 people hate each other by accident.
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm going to get back to this.
Sure.
But we're at one of these points where we have to make a choice.
Can we lie?
Oh, I wish we were reading. I wish we knew what the context.
Walk away. I appreciate that we have to do, but just walk away now.
Hendel lives. Wait, you're better than that. Don't do it.
That
Hendel
sounds
dies.
like a good thing to say. That's something I would say
Lives?
in real life. Yeah.
But we don't even know. Like, maybe Hendel was an asshole. We weren't paying attention.
Oh.
We can. I mean, it's up to us. We have to make the choice. I'm gonna say lives.
Okay.
How can you say that?
All right.
Oh, she
now
was mad.
She's mad. So,
Oh.
I mean, you can't win.
No. You do. There is meaningful choice in this game, which is another thing I like about it. Also, tearing the wings off butterflies. So yeah. So sorry. People met on the Comedy Button.
Yeah, and I actually, it's actually kind of cool. Like I met up with me and my fiance met up with a couple
Right.
that were in San Francisco recently. That like they started dating and they were on a road trip and they put on the show and they started listening to it, and through the show they became closer and they started marathoning through episodes, and now they listen to every new episode together. And that's really cool.
Like, how good does that feel?
Yeah, it's like
It's got to feel so good.
It's really awesome. It's like because it's one of those like I don't know if they, some of these couples would have met without people like, our help or without a game like this. But the fact that they did is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I never even thought about what you just said about how, like, there's a kid who was born because his parents met in the video game.
It's a total, like, hippie, or not hippie, but, like, like a belief system where, like, we're all connected, man. Yeah. We're all just part of one big web.
Yeah.
But, like, it's totally true.
And it's like, I don't know, I what you said before about like how do I feel about that? Like, yeah, I think it's great because no part of me would be like that's really dumb, because I think about how my parents met, and like my dad was in New Jersey and he saw like a woman that he thought was attractive walking a dog, and he had a dog and he let his dog off the leash so that the dog would run over to her dog, and then he was like, hey. And like that's so dumb.
That's a meet cute. That's a total good story.
It's a great story, but it's like it's there's nothing cooler about that than being like we met in a video game. Like it's just as geeky if you think about it.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I just want everybody to come together and be happy and not kill each other.
Totally.
And sound off in the comments below.
Like that's a sneaky close.
I know, it's a sneaky close. I just want everybody to be happy and love each other and keep it locked right here to IGN.
See you guys.
See you guys.